Yeah, no, I just dropped in to make fun of Rex here, struggling with techs.
All right, Coin. I quit calling you the pee hole online. So,
I noticed that. That's nice of you.
well, dude, you seemed to like shun me whenever I did it on the last one. So I figured I better quit. You were getting pissed.
Oh, you know me. I don't hold a grudge.
I'm
Okay, so
trying to get all my stuff configured here because I wasn't really set up to do a chat tonight. But if there's three of us here, we can talk for a little bit if you guys want.
Sure, man.
I'm good.
Oh, little lady went up to take a bath. So, yeah, I'm good for it.
All right, let me try to get all my earballs working and stuff.
It ain't going to cut into work, is it, Andrew?
No, I'm off tonight.
Oh, I hear you.
Nice.
What days you got off?
Well, I just switched schedules. So I was off on Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and every other Saturday. And now I work Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and every other Saturday. So because of that switch, I got like a 7-day stretch off.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a lot of household tasks done and stuff.
I wouldn't mind a 7-day stretch of no work.
You guys in my ear.
Dude, you can't get a 3-inning stretch. I don't want anyone to hear
it.
So, Rex, you've been shooting at those targets I made you?
Actually, no.
No. You like them too much. You don't want to damage them.
That's it. I want to save them, dude.
I'll be honest. Mikey sent me that metal etched one with a T Rex etched into it, and I don't want to shoot at that either because it's too pretty.
Yeah, right. You want to kill it. You just ain't done it yet.
No, I've got the ones I made that, if I got to take it out on you, I can do that.
So Rex,
man, I can't wait to the next tournament.
Did you put Zoom on your computer or are you on your phone?
I'm on my phone.
Okay. Well, did you downloaded the app, I guess, on there?
Yep.
So now you'll have it. That's all you got to do. We can do these anytime.
Heck yeah, man. I'm down for it.
I get bored because like tonight I got the night off. Normally I would have started work 20 minutes ago, but I shoot. My stuff's reverting back. Hang on.
Something was clicking and jumping. I'll be right back.
Yep, a little glitchy. There goes Coin's got to go pee.
Yeah, I went out when I do record in here. Normally, I got all my stuff set up and ready, before I start.
Oh yeah.
And I took it all apart the other night because we went in, and I just wanted to do some recording down there, testing out some new lenses I had on my camera. And so I didn't know we was going to jump into a chat tonight, but I'm more than happy to because, like I was saying, I want to do something, slingshot related or whatever. And it got too dark to go out and shoot tonight by the time I got home. And so, yeah, heck yeah, we can get on here and talk about it.
Yeah, I do a bunch of yard work this evening. So once I got done with that, then it was way too late to shoot.
I had to hang a couple of lights, the front porch light, and then there's one on the side of our garage that they worked part of the time. It was what it turned out to be. They weren't sealed well, and over the years they'd gotten water down in them, and the mechanisms, whatever, down in there had worn out, and they were only working part of the time. So I got some new porch lights put up, and by the time I got done with that, it was too dark to do anything.
It's back.
I'm back, Rex. You're making me struggle, man. I can't find my my fume, so I'm going to resort to the real thing.
All right,
let's make you a good one, dude. Just make you one.
Nah, I quit.
Yeah, it looks like you did.
I'm working on it, man. I've cut way back, so I'm happy about that.
Oh yeah, well, it's got a little different stuff in it, probably, you guys.
Yeah, I'm on. We'll call it the NA.
So, have you guys, either one of you, been able to get out and shoot at all today?
Not today.
I took
What's
about 20 shots, but it was a quick indoor setup, and yeah, that's about it.
what's the weather down there like, Rex, this evening?
It's in the 50s. Today was actually beautiful.
Was it?
Lower 70s. It was nice.
Okay. Well, I think that's about how it was down here. I think it rained quite a bit though. I woke up and it was raining a lot. I didn't think it was supposed to rain that much. And I had a doctor's appointment I'd forgotten about, so I had to go do that this afternoon. And we had a wind advisory down here. I guess it was pretty windy, but I was inside most of the time. I didn't notice it. Was it nasty up there, Coin?
Just rain all day. Just it's been damp and wet nonstop. Weather's been, I mean, temperature wise, not bad, but
It was muggy down here. I had a sweatshirt on when I started to leave the house, and I had to take it off because with all that rain, and it was like 70, like Rex said, and it felt almost like a rainforest outside or something.
Oh,
So
Smo's on live.
yeah,
is
I
he?
saw. I just got that notification too. I tried
I
to
don't.
harass him last night, but I'm sure he was busy with some stuff, so
I
couldn't
don't
couldn't
have.
talk him into it.
I don't have YouTube pulled up right now. No, my son came over last night for a few minutes, and I had just opened my second Axiom. I had one I've been shooting. I had another one I hadn't opened yet. So I tore that open for him. He really liked it too, and he was doing pretty good out on those knockdowns. He had never shot at knockdowns before, and he could only hit the two biggest ones. But man, he was once he dialed in on those, he was pegging those things. And I said, "See, this
Cool.
is why you need to go with me somewhere."
What distance was it? Was he at 10
Yeah,
meters?
10 meters. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
It's
Heck
pretty
yeah,
good for
man.
a beginner. I mean, I'm happy when I get people hitting a can at 10 meters.
yeah. Well, he comes over and shoots quite a bit in the backyard with me, but I keep trying to talk him into going over to Joe's or going to a tournament with me. And he's young, he's 22. He's got other things he's doing. He
Women.
enjoys slingshots when he's over here, but I just can't get him to go anywhere else and do
Yeah, he's all about women right now.
it. I don't know what he's doing, but it ain't hanging out with dad. I know that.
No, it's about women.
Yeah. So I have not opened my new tubes yet. I want to get out hopefully tomorrow and play with those some
What'd you get?
because just some simple shot 1632s, I think. I ordered them like a week and a half ago and I haven't even opened the envelope yet.
Dude, I like the Omega 2040s.
2040s.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to shoot the 2040s. I've got the Amazon special of the 1632s, and that's all I've ever shot, really. I had some really weird tube setup from my old high launch or hot launch. I can never remember what they call it for launching gliders. Tried that stuff when
Oh,
I first got into slingshots. While I was waiting on something real to show up, I was tying those tubes to my old wrist rocket, being
Yeah.
like, "Is this slingshot thing real? Like, can people be this accurate?"
um,
Yeah, I know I got a Medusa Corin the other day. I haven't made one yet.
uh,
Nice.
I was looking for my chapstick. I'm getting dry
The
again.
the one I made you coin, do you like the thickness of it?
The thickness is good. The one thing for me is I'd go more ergo. It's very, square.
Okay.
Um, so the one of the edges feels like it's a little sharp to me. Now it's not sharp by any
Which
means.
edge?
It would be on the handle while I'm holding.
Is it
It's
like on
just
your index finger on the palm?
probably I'd have to grab it again, but yeah, just rounding those edges a little bit more would be nice. I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying, the Ergo,
Yeah.
like if you look at the other some of those like prime forks, they really curve those edges. But because of yours, I got hooked on that Spitfire design, and I just ordered the Python Omega Spitfire
Nice.
from Tim Henry on the Omega site. So just put that order in.
Well, dude, I mean, I made it for you to experiment with. So, get some sandpaper out or a Dremel and grind on it.
Nope, not ruining yours.
No,
That's
it
your
ain't,
that's your bill.
dude. If you feel you take it to the point where you ruin it, I'll make it and send you another one.
Nope, I got an original Rex. I'm not messing with that thing, man.
I appreciate it.
It's gonna be worth something one day.
I
You,
doubt that. Hey,
you guys
dude, you
were
hit a little bit of lighter fluid, all the polyurethane on it, it will start a fire. Trust me.
you guys were
Well,
talking
if it's
about,
not worth something, it'll save my life one day when I need a fire, right?
Exactly.
hey, bushcraft, right?
That's right.
You guys were talking about Omega band or tubes and Amazon cheapies. The Amazon's all I've ever had, other than the ones I just bought from Simple Shot. So those, like, I don't know how to compare them to anything else, but um, I'll have to check out some Omegas. And I feel like there's some other tubes that I heard about that were people really liked. I can't remember. Does Sniper Sling make any tubes?
Oh, yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, I would think so. Again, I'm not a big tube guy. I know Jordan has experimented with some of the salad tubes. They're just like solid core tubes. There's
Oh,
no hole in
solid.
them.
I thought you said salad tubes. I was
He
like,
did say
Solid.
salad.
So I said, yeah, I I got a weird accent. I can't talk right. Solid, solid.
You're a coin, so it's all right, dude. No need to apologize.
I can't type, nor can I talk.
But
uh,
I mean, I got the some cheapy Amazon 1632s. I basically just got them to hold spinners. And then I tried stringing some of them up, and they were just too light for me. So I ordered some of the Omega. I like the clear over the colored Omega stuff.
Mhm.
And I
oh,
ordered
okay.
some 1636, and they still felt a little light. And I got the 2040s, and that's what I used for the speed shoot. I mean,
Yeah,
they may not be as fast, but I like the way they feel on release.
mhm, mhm.
The
I
whole,
found I don't know what it is, but I have an aversion to the natural color latex. It reminds me of what you see in a doctor's office or a vet's office or something. I'm like it's got to have some color to it. Black, green, red, I don't care, but
see now,
the
whenever
that natural.
when I used to shoot 6.6 a lot, I liked Precise specifically before their natural. I think it was the point 0.6, point 0.6 and a half, or 0.65, whatever. And point 0.7 was all that natural gum. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah, the plain old color. I think it
Yeah,
also harkens back to the old
wrist
Walmart
rocket.
wrist rocket,
Yeah,
there's something about it I'm just like
Yeah.
but
ugh.
I think Precise has my favorite point 0.6 of anybody, and it's that clear. And I don't know. I feel like the band, the dye kind of changes the attributes sometimes.
It definitely
It
will.
definitely does.
And so I like that clear because I like the way it responds on the point 0.6.
Mhm.
I wish they would make a point 0.5 like that in clear, but the point 0.5 they only have in yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's I know when people have I remember Mikey and JB talking about getting the colors right and the feel right at the same time. It's a fine balance because as soon as you get a band and then as soon as you add, oh, I think we just lost Andrew.
Nah,
Just your
Oh,
camera.
he's still there. He's just playing incognito.
Yeah. I think what happens is people will get that latex formula right and they're like, ooh, this is good. And then they start adding the dyes and colors, and then they're like, well, that changed it. But I'm no
Well, I
I'm no
know
chemist. So
between the white and the green on the Omega stuff, I notice whenever I shoot the green that the bands will react differently. It's almost like you can see where they're hitting the frame. You can see it just has a different reaction.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I feel
no, I
like the
definitely think
green
that.
is a little bit more spongy to me, is what I would call it. It stretches a little more. It just has that spongier feel, which
Yep.
can be good in certain situations. But I think it discolors differently as well. Is
Yep.
that what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yep. Whenever after you shoot it a little bit, you start seeing a bunch of. I mean, the bands just look weird.
Yeah.
It'll get white lines in it, and
Hmm. Hmm.
I guess it's worth smacking a frame, smacking your hand if you got them too hot. But
I
I
get I get those white lines a lot after a couple hundred shots. I know exactly what you're talking about. I never thought about being from smacking the frame though.
I shot the white BSB for a while, and
mhm.
that would stain yellow really fast. I mean, I know a mega white can do that too. It can get the stain color to it in areas, but man, that BSB picked it up. Picks up dirt and oil fast.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the way that BSB performs though.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I like it's as a matter of fact, I think that's the because I really like Simple Shot Black, but I like that BSB because the only kind I've ever had was white. I don't know if they make any other colors of it. They're actually smoking us out over there.
I'm
But
getting ready to go disappear off the screen, go get another beer.
I'll go grab it. We'll hold down the fort.
But one thing that I've noticed, I don't know what it is about the electric white. There's something about it. Now I have noticed one thing. If you've got it on a frame for a little bit, whenever it's clamped in, it starts to turn brown. I guess it's where the latex dies under pressure.
Oh, that Omega electric white.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the BSB, do they make any other color but white? I don't know because that's all I've ever had.
The BSB, I don't know.
Well, anyway, what I like about their point five that I had was it performs just about like the Simple Shot, which I really like, but I like it when I was out in the dark because I could see the bands better in the dark being white, you know.
Dude, that's what I like about the Omega stuff because whenever I aim, I don't aim anymore. I look at the sight picture and it's kind of like in between the tip of the fork and the band. That's where I find the sweet spot for me.
Okay.
And I mean, I really don't aim anymore. I just draw back and let it fly. I just use a sight picture and a band on my cheek and just let it go. Coin disappear?
Oh, let me look at the. Looks like he did.
Oh, it's just like Hawking Hills the first year, Axiom. He decides to push us to the side. He has something more important.
I was messing around trying to. I was seeing if I could use my phone as a second camera a few minutes ago. That's what I was messing around doing
Yeah,
because I didn't plan on actually. Oh, he's trying to come back. I hope I didn't knock him out when I was messing around with things.
I'll punch him hard. He deserves it.
Am I not on video yet? No.
I
There
can
we
hear
go.
you. Oh God, I can see you. Oh
Did I knock
Yeah.
you out, Coin?
What's that?
Did I knock you off? I was messing around with my
No,
cameras a
I
second.
don't know if you saw me moving quick. I quickly moved to plug in my laptop because I got the warning that
Ah.
this is an older battery. So I knew I was like, oh man, did I catch it? And I thought I caught it, but it died on me. So
Well, I was fooling around with my cameras a minute ago because, like I said, I wasn't planning on recording tonight. I just was up here on the computer and I didn't have a second camera set up like I like to kind of put up over here. But I was
right.
just seeing if I could hook my phone up and get that second camera angle. I did, but it's when you guys thought you lost me.
Okay. And I disappeared on you. Yeah.
I thought
No,
I'd
that was all
accidentally
me.
unconnected you.
No, that was all me. All
Cool.
me being trying to be cordless here. Didn't work.
Oh, so do you guys have any upcoming plans for the holidays?
Well, is
Uh,
tomorrow a holiday?
No, not that one.
nah, the only plans I have is spending it with my wife and my family.
Good deal. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
the what's that?
go ahead, Coin.
Oh, I was just gonna say Thanksgiving, it's definitely gonna be family gatherings and stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully that'll go well. I'm a little got some stuff going on with my father. He's in the hospital right now, so that's not fun. But
Mm.
things are going looking much better, so that's good. We figured it
Well,
out.
I hope that turns around for you and he comes through whatever it is. About my mom, she passed away
Yep.
in May 30th. So I have a big family. There's about probably 55 to 60 of us in my immediate family. And
Is
so, but
this? Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say it's starting to click. I don't know if the stutter is my internet or
it might be
I
mine.
think it's you, Coin.
Oh, okay.
Andrew's clear. You're kind of glitchy.
oh, okay.
But now
Uh,
anyway, we're gonna have a big thing over at my sister's house on noon Thanksgiving. And we're gonna do something here at our house a little later with just our kids and stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be different without mom there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I still feel her there with us. So
Yeah, I lost mom whenever I was about, I think I was 11 whenever she passed. And whenever I married Robin, I gained a whole new family. So it's kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Well, in my mind, I'm still the same 16-year-old idiot I've always been, and the reality hits me sometimes that my mom and dad are both gone, and it's kind of jarring. Then I walk past the mirror and see this old gray dude staring back at me, and I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah. Coin, I don't know if you noted, but you muted yourself. I guess the boss walked in the room.
that's exactly what happens. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I know it, brother. I know it.
I didn't end up making it over to Joe's last weekend, I think it was. I was wanting to get over there, but being on this night shift, I can't go to sleep before 4 o'clock in the morning, even if I try.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to get up and go over there at 6 that morning because it's about a 2 hour drive for me. And I went to bed early and I just laid there and tossed and turned all night. And when my alarm went off at 6, I think I'd only slept about 35 minutes. So I didn't make it over there. I hated that because it was the last one of the year.
Right.
But
Well, they said that last time too. Joe said that for the last one. So
yeah, that's
Well, I
true.
know Zach makes it up there, so I need to figure out how far it is for me.
Well, so how far is it to Hocking Hills for you?
2 hours.
Okay. Now it's about 4.5 to 5 hours from my house to Hocking Hill, but Joe's about 2 hours away from me in that direction. So
Yeah, it might be
I think
about
it's
3 hours then for me.
well, if you now you because you wouldn't have to detour up towards Hocking Hill, you could probably come more directly through Cincinnati. But
I know
yeah,
Cincinnati's about 3 hours as well.
well, he's only about 30 minutes west of Cincinnati.
Does he have a place to like park to spend a night?
Yeah, he's got well, I mean, I took a tent over and just camped beside his garage. He's got a lot of land. He doesn't have like a camping facility, you know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
understand. Yeah.
But yeah, there's places to throw a tent up and stuff up there. Of course, this time of year, you're risking freezing if you do
No, I'll
that.
sleep in my truck.
Yeah.
I got the back seat airless mattress I got set up in my truck now.
I'll tell you what, I don't know that I'm going to buy an SUV anytime soon, but I rented one of those Bronco Sports to drive over to Hocking Hill because my car is 20, 21 years old, I guess now. I got a 2003 Crown Vic that was my dad's, and it's real low mileage.
Oh,
It's only got 70,000 miles on it, but I just really didn't want to drive it 5 hours away.
Yeah.
So I rented a little Bronco Sport, and I was not a fan of that thing. Like it, it just there was nothing spectacular about it that would make me want to buy one. It's just another small SUV. But what I really didn't like was I inadvertently forgot my tent at
I
home,
remember that.
and I brought my mattress and everything. So I rolled that mattress out in the back. Well, where the front seats or where the back seats fold down and then the cargo area is, there's a gap about that deep. And it just makes
oh,
it completely uncomfortable to sleep on, even with that mattress. And I thought, why could they not just fix that one little thing to make these more
you would
comfortable
think.
sleeping?
Yeah, you would
Dude, I
think.
got some, I have a non-inflatable sleeping pad. It's actually made for kids, but it fits perfectly in my truck. It is, let me see, it's a Lost Horizon is the brand of it. Got it off of Amazon. And whenever you open it, you squash it down and then you seal it up. And whenever you get ready to use it, you just Velcro the straps, unseal it, and it self-inflates. It has a memory foam inside of it.
Okay, yeah.
And if you want to, you can actually put air into it to make it firmer if you want it to be firm. And man, I slept like a baby in the back of my truck at Hocking Hills.
Well, I got what I ended up doing was taking towels I had brought and stuff, like to shower with and stuff, and rolled them up and kind of smoothed that ledge out. And it was bearable after that. I bought a pretty good mattress. It's a memory foam one like that, but it doesn't have where you can air it up. It's just memory foam, but it's pretty comfortable once I balanced it out with towels and stuff.
I don't, Andrew, I'm just kind of surprised you didn't take the Crown Vic because I mean that trunk space alone, you could probably sleep in there, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
can
tell
you
you
knock
what,
down the seats?
in the Crown Vic,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that Crown Vic, I think it holds like 3 or 4 bodies, dead
I
bodies,
know.
right?
But that thing, it only had 70 some thousand miles on it, but they're original. It runs great, and but I just don't
Yeah,
drive it 5 hours away. I'm just
right.
uncomfortable with that. But I'm getting ready to take my dad had a 2008 F-150 that he babied, and when he passed away in 2016, my mom just couldn't bear to get rid of it. So
Mhm.
before she passed away, she said, "That truck's yours if you want it." And I said, "Well, of course I want it." So I'm getting ready to take that now that the estate's finishing up and the lawyers are doing all their thing. And I
Yeah.
just don't have the room. I don't have the room for the Crown Vic and an F-150. So I'm probably going to sell that Crown Vic, but I absolutely hate to because that thing is 3 years away from being an antique, I think.
Right.
It's
True.
I mean, it's a daily driver for me. Granted, I work from home, so I don't drive daily, but I love that thing. But I just don't think I'm going to be able to hold on to it.
Yeah, man, that's I kind of would have loved to have I've got my 79 GMC and I would love to drive that out to HHST, but I don't trust taking it that far out. I mean,
Yeah,
it's been old reliable, but
yeah.
Dude,
I don't know.
that truck has a carburetor. It don't have a freaking computer system. I would trust it more than I would a new one.
I think you might be right there.
As
It's
long as
just
somebody's looked all that over in the past 15 years.
right. Yeah, that's the yeah. There might be some issues with wheel, the hubs and the
Yeah,
In
it's
other
yeah,
words, you
had
need
some.
to get a checkup done.
Oh yeah, well
yeah.
it's had its lookovers quite often, but it's roadworthy for sure.
I'm excited to get that truck just because I'm excited to have a truck again. But I think, like I said, it's 2008, but it's pretty low mile. I think it's about 70,000 miles.
Nice.
Out of state with me. I think I'll be driving it to the West Coast or anything.
Right.
I know I've been looking at the Right Line truck tent. It's a bed tent. I've been looking at one of those.
Okay.
They're like $230 maybe, or cheaper.
That's cool. I've seen a few of those now. I didn't see it at Hocking Hill, but at AIM, I believe Nathan Masters was driving it. He had a pretty nice truck tent camper type contraption on there. I don't know
It's
what
got
it
a
was.
nice setup.
That looked nice, yeah. Have you seen that, Rex?
No, I didn't get to see it.
He had that at ECST, Rex. He sleeps above his truck, climbs up into it. It's the one thing I wouldn't like is having to use a ladder to get in and out of stuff. But other
He's
than
got a
that,
rooftop tent in.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's a rooftop tent.
I had
The
never
Right
seen
Line
anything.
bed tent actually sits on the bed sides, and you sleep in the bed itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd never seen anything like it. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it's he's got a pretty sweet setup.
I know
So
my
speaking,
next.
oh, go ahead.
Go
Rex.
ahead.
I was just going to talk about tournaments, but were you going to say something else about truck tents?
Well, the next purchase I'm going to get is a rolling bed liner, and I'm going to try to sleep in a coffin.
So you're talking about a tonneau cover?
It's a tonneau cover that rolls up into the front of the bed,
Okay.
but it's 100% waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And I figured with the back seat mattress setup that I got going, I'm kind of up in arms about either going with the truck tent that sits on the bed, sleeping in the bed, or just the tonneau cover, and just rolling it up, locking it down, and going to sleep.
I thought about that myself at one point because I put a tonneau cover on my truck, and the issue would be like things like just I enjoy having a tent because I can change in there. I can sit,
Yeah.
you can't sit up. You literally, if you do the tonneau cover, it is just to sleep in.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, at Hocking Hills, you got a place to change clothes.
right.
And at ECSTs, you got a place to change clothes. If they don't overflow the bathroom where you can't get in there, but Did you see the big zit down below where the Omega tent was set up, where the ground swelled up from all the water we was using?
Yeah, I mean, I remember people had their camp set up over it, and then
Yeah.
like they had to move. I felt bad for that. That's the septic just kind of ground swelled,
Oh,
and
wow.
oh man, that would have been bad to be like, what where's
What's
this
seeping
water?
through
Oh,
my
that's
tent?
not just water. Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
know, dude. I feel bad because I can't remember the guy that come up with sling or machine gun. Andy, yeah.
Andy Lowe, yeah. And
What
oh
was
my
his
gosh,
name?
I'm horrible with names, man, but I
He
can
was
picture
like
his
right
face.
behind. He was right behind or beside of where JB and Mikey had their little booth set up.
Mm-hmm.
He almost had to move because it was swelling up toward him.
Oh, oh.
So
Oh man,
speaking
could you
of,
imagine getting out of your tent, walking up, and just like stepping in that?
no,
That. Yeah.
I mean, that would
this
be
was the
like,
East Coast.
Yeah, it was at East Coast. The
Okay,
septic
so
had backed up.
East Coast is definitely on my list for next year.
oh, dude, you got to go.
Well,
It's
2000
awesome.
and 2002, back when I got into slingshots as an adult, it was right after that had happened, and I saw all the videos on YouTube and Facebook and everything. 2003, I don't remember what happened, but anyway, this year my plan was to
When
go
you say in 2003, are you talking 23?
23. Yeah,
Okay.
2023. Sorry.
Okay.
2023, I don't remember what happened then, but I wanted to go and something happened. But this year was passed away March or May 30th. And
Yeah.
so obviously, but next year, I really want to make it to the ACC. Have you guys been to that, either one of you?
Nope,
Not
I
been
have
to
not.
ACC.
I want to do next year. I'm going to do ECSTs. I'm going to do Hocking Hills. I would like to try to get to AIM and the ACC.
Yeah, I think
Well,
those are the big main ones. I don't know how many I'll get to. If it's over it's over the birthday weekends is what we call it. The same weekend my wife and I share birthdays. Hers is one day before mine. So if that's still happening, I'll probably skip ECST, which will be hard to do. But
yeah.
Just
I
do
got to
what you
sit this
did
one out.
last year and talk around
Yeah,
to
I'm still in the doghouse for
it.
that.
Oh no.
It was her 50th, my 45th. So to skip her 50th, man, that's the big 50. But
So that's my wife
Yeah,
and I have a
I
5 year
neglected
difference.
50.
yeah, we're at a 5 year difference,
I
but
hit
one day
50 and
apart.
I neglected that birthday.
Yeah, that's so this next year, if it's over the birthdays, I got to respect the
Yeah,
birthdays.
I get that. I want to
Well,
do
yeah, dude.
ACC
Family first.
and I want to do, obviously, I'm going to do Hocking Hill because that's not that far away from me. And AIM, I was going to say, Rex, AIM is only an hour away from me. I don't know that I'll camp up there because it's so close. But if you need a place to stay, you're welcome to stop in here. I'll be on your direction, even if you
Cool.
need to just stop for a night or something, on your way.
Oh, dude, I just need a place to park a truck. Maybe hit a restroom.
But so I want to try to make it out to one of the West Coast ones at some point. How many are out there? I feel like there's at least two that I've heard of.
I think too.
I feel like
Yeah,
there's a Southwest and a West Coast.
right. Was it the Southwest that and again, horrible with names, but I have one of his slings. He passed away. That wasn't Southwest, was it?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, yes. Yeah, the
I don't know.
Mikey sent me one of those natties of his. The
The Chola.
what's that?
You got a Chihuahua or Chola?
Chola?
Is
Yeah,
that cool looking cactus?
yeah,
Yep.
no, I didn't get a cactus one, but it was a natty. Um, but anyway, was that Southwest?
I think it was Southwest.
Yeah, so that's basically on hold until I know Mikey and JB have been talking about putting something together, but we'll see what happens with that.
Okay. What?
They may combine with the actual West Coast because that's
Okay.
been slowly ramping up and taking off. They get more and more. It's still nowhere near the numbers you see at like Hawking or ECST, but it's
Well,
that side, man.
I didn't know that situation. I'm not as familiar with a lot of the guys out in the West as I am the eastern half of the country. But I mean, I do follow loosely on social media. I don't, but I wasn't aware that had happened. So I hate to hear
Yeah, James Gonzalez.
that. Yeah, I hate to hear that. But yeah, I'd like to make it out to at least one out there because I love that these are popping up around the country, and I want to give as much support as I can, whether it's through my channel or showing up and just paying the entry fee.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Yeah, I was
my channel
super
ain't growing,
disappointed.
so it's going to be showing up paying an entry fee.
your channel is too growing.
Well, it's not slingshot related though. It's all drag racing stuff.
Well, I mean, but I do other stuff. I've kind of started putting some of my other videos on a different channel just because they didn't do as well on here. But I have other interests than slingshots, and I do other things than slingshots. So
Oh yeah.
I like to make videos about other things. I mean, but I feel like your channel's growing.
Where you at now, Rex?
650 something.
I was going to say last time I
Yeah,
looked,
man.
he was at 600.
Yeah, and how long have you been doing this?
No, a little bit over a year now.
Okay. Just perspective. I've had a YouTube channel since YouTube was a thing. And I'm at like 370 something.
I
He
hear
So
remembers when all of
so
YouTube
and
was farmland.
I think I went up 20 subs from doing the first few Zooms with you, Andrew.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
not kidding.
cool.
I've got a lot of subs from. I'll carry on any of
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
I subscribed to his channel. He made me a moderator,
Mm-hmm.
and there's
Say that
another
again because
kid,
my earphone cut out.
Weldon Carey.
Okay.
He's down there with Fork and Hoggy,
Okay.
Okay.
and as a wrench, you can hit on their channel and go to their channel and subscribe. That's how I've been getting all my subs lately.
Mm.
On somebody that I haven't seen, I'll just click on their channel, subscribe to their channel, and they'll usually give me a subscribe back.
Oh, that's
Right.
cool.
So I've been getting a lot from Weldon Carey, and there's another kid that I met for the first time Saturday night. It is Country Fair Guy. He goes
He's a
around West
drag racer,
Virginia.
right?
Yep. He goes around West Virginia, Kentucky, and Ohio and does the like tractor pulls, drag racing, and stuff like that. And that boy has 2 channels, and they're both over 1,000 in less than a year.
That's cool. That's really cool.
So he's getting ready to monetize both of those. We were talking there Saturday about the monetization process. And I was like, dude, go for it. Just do it. If you get $25 a month off of each one of them, that'll support your channel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've been doing a few. I've been getting into starting a YouTube channel has led me down that rabbit hole with me and video editing and stuff. So I've been getting into that, but anything that's not really slingshot related doesn't do that well on this channel. So I finally started removing some of the non-slingshot videos, putting them on. I already had a personal, just Andrew Axsom YouTube account that I'd had years ago. I think I had 2 videos on there, and they're still there, of like my kids' programs from elementary school 12 years ago, And so I just started putting my other videos on there, and it's slow, but I think I'm up to like 28 subscribers, but I'm not doing it really for subscribers. I'm doing it because I like going out and taking video and testing out different camera lenses and stuff. And I need something to do with that footage. So you know what I mean? I just make it into a project, throw it on there. It's not, if it ever monetizes, that's awesome, but it's just an extension of that hobby for me. And even with this channel, it has monetized, and I'm grateful for that. And it's really fun and cool. But I've already spent so much money on cameras and audio equipment and stuff.
yeah,
Love of it that I'm never going to break even.
So Andrew, what you're telling me is you didn't listen to your own video advice.
Don't buy a new camera for YouTube. I speak from knowledge, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I know
it
I
did
still
lead me.
haven't got a gimbal yet.
Well, you know what? Look on eBay. I was looking. I'm actually selling my GoPro on eBay right now, and so I've been looking on there quite a bit the past couple of days. And I saw some really cool DJI cell phone
Osmos.
gimbals. Yeah, the Osmo gimbals. And I have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 laying around here somewhere. That's the camera that I've been using, and it's got the built-in gimbal. And if they're cell phone gimbals or anything like that camera, then I'd say they're well worth the $150 or whatever they cost.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a computer to use right now. So
Well, and the thing is, if your videos don't call for that, you don't need that stuff. Like,
yeah,
I got interested in videography and editing as its own hobby. But if that's not what you want to do, you don't need that stuff. I don't need 3/4 of the lenses I bought, but it's like with slingshots. I'm like, oh, I want to see what this one does out in certain light, It's just another rabbit hole.
oh,
It
trust me,
is.
I've got a TG7i, and I have one of the pro lenses. I paid more for the pro lens than I did the camera kit I bought.
Well, and
Oh
that's what
yeah.
I've come to learn is that you don't have to buy a brand new expensive camera. You can buy a 3 or 4 year old good quality camera off of eBay, and the lens you put on it makes so much more difference than what the camera
Yes,
does.
sir.
Yeah.
That's for a while I was kind of disappointed in myself because I made the transition to the from cropped frame sensor to full frame, and then had to get working with expensive Canon lenses and stuff. And
Yeah.
I knew a guy who ran with micro four thirds sensors,
Uh-huh.
and those lenses, they're like a dime a dozen, man. You can find these lenses, all sorts of lenses for micro
Are you putting it on
four
your
thirds,
full frame?
and so much cheaper. But yeah, I mean, you can get them to like adapt to the full frame
Yeah, yeah.
stuff, but I mean, for the most part, the lenses on a micro four third camera look great. So I kind of feel like I may have done it wrong.
Well,
Wait a minute. You're doing it wrong?
Well, I
he's
mean,
not doing it the way I'm doing it.
Are you recording this action? Because we need to put that on
wait.
YouTube. He is
Let me take
doing
it
it
back. I'm
wrong.
doing it right, but there would be another way to do it right as
You
well
just
if I
said you were
had done
doing it
it.
wrong. You're going to be
Yeah,
held to
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
So I'm in that boat right now where I'm looking for another camera, and I've been looking at full frames because I'm looking down the road like, well, what if I want to do this or what if I want to do that? But the reality that's set in on me is that what I really need right now is an APC, APCS, whatever they call them, a
Mhm.
little bit bigger than the micro four thirds.
Yeah, the crop sensor. Yeah, yeah.
You crop sensor, yeah, but whenever I started studying, and I'm like, what I want to use the camera for, which is mostly going to be here, in front of me, using it to record stuff, or out in my backyard. I want to be able to get a fuller frame, but I also at tournaments or something like when you and Nathan were shooting it out, if I'd had that camera, I could have really zoomed in on you from far
Hmm.
away. And so they have the best of both worlds, I think. The full frame, you can do a lot of stuff with it, but when I gave it some thought, I'm like, I'm not going to. So why would I spend the extra for it?
Right.
Well, I know
Yeah,
since
I mean,
Canon
full
brought
frame's
out the
getting
R,
cheaper though. So
Yeah, they are. What'd you say, Rex?
since Canon brought out the R, you can get like a TG7 that has all the same features. It's a crop sensor, but it will accept all of the full
Full
sensor
frame lenses.
lenses.
That's cool.
I
Well,
mean, that's what I got on mine. It's like I said, I paid more for one lens
what I'm,
than I paid for the kit.
yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah. What I'm really looking for right now, I've kind of settled in on. I think I want a Sony ZV-E10 or
Nice.
EV-Z10 or something like that. It's the Z10, and
Yeah.
it's a crop sensor, but it's kind of made more for bloggers and YouTube and stuff like that. So it's got the ports on it that I want for like audio connections and stuff. But speaking of full frames, there is rumors in the camera world that DJI is going to come out with a full frame camera. Have you heard
I'm
that?
surprised they haven't
I
done it
believe it.
already.
I believe that rumor.
Well, they bought Hasselblad. That you heard of
Yeah.
Hasselblad? They bought Hasselblad like 2018 or something, I think.
Yeah, they've been
And
using their optics for a
yeah,
while on all their drones. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so after they bought Hasselblad, I mean, it kind of makes sense that they would move into the full frame and medium frame or whatever market. So part of me wants to hold off and see if they come out with those, but I have a feeling if DJI comes out with a full frame, it's probably not going to be in the price range that I'm shopping in.
I don't know,
Not
man.
the first one.
DJI's got some good prices.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting now that I have that Osmo Pocket 3, I've thought about getting a couple of Osmo Pocket 2s because you can pick those up for $199 now and using those as second and third angles on shots and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
always amazed, Andrew, the gear requirement syndrome, the gas that I get. It is quite amazing. Like when I first got into to the photography thing, and I was looking at it. I bought a T5i, and then that got stolen from me. So I bought a T, either a 6 or a 7, but to replace it. And then now I've got the full frame as well that I run. One of the R's, and I can't remember which R I have right now.
Nice.
But the anyway, all that being said, I'm still amazed at every time I look at specs and I'm looking at the newer cameras that come out. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I need that. Oh, that sounds great.
Do
And
you
I'm
though?
realizing I remember, when that T5i was the latest, greatest, and it was more than enough camera for me.
Right.
And I have to always pull myself back to reality and be like, what I have will do the trick. And if I'm going to invest, it's going to be, as Rex is pointing out, invest in glass, invest in the
Yep.
lens to
You
go
know
with it.
what I like to spend
That's the
my money
expensive.
on is good tripods and stuff like that because that just makes it so much easier, when you have
Yes.
good equipment like that. But yeah, the cameras that are constantly coming out, I kind of feel like the camera companies are kind of starting to do what the cell phone companies are doing. They're introducing a new model just because they know you want it. They're not really putting any features in there that make it worth the extra $1,000 or whatever it is.
Nope.
And I started thinking about this too. And I'm like, oh, I want to make sure it's 4K and stuff. How often do I record? And then even when I do, I hardly ever upload in 4K. So
Is
what's even the
is
point?
it sounded like you were
Yeah.
cutting out to me, Rex? Was he
A
cutting
little
out to
bit.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably did there for a minute. No, what I was saying was when I look at cameras though, and I'm always like, oh, I have to get one that's 4K, but I don't even upload in 4K to YouTube. So what's the
YouTube
Right.
won't
point?
accept 4K.
It
Uh,
should.
it will,
YouTube will
but
do 4K.
It will, but it doesn't transmit in 4K. The
yeah,
video quality and playback is nowhere near 4K.
no.
720 is about all you get on transmit, or your videos being played back is about
Right.
720.
I
Now
think
I
I think
have
they claim that you can see 4K, but it's so compressed or something weird. Like that they do something
Yep.
else behind it that it's not
well,
true 4K.
even
Yeah.
even still, like even if they did, most of my footage. Now I did when I went to Niagara Falls in Canada and a lot of places like that I'm not likely to go back to. I tried to get them in 4K because I wanted, as high def pictures of Niagara Falls and stuff as I could get. But when I'm
Future
out in
proof
my
it, right?
backyard, yeah, when I'm out in my backyard shooting a can, as long as you can see it's me in a can, the
Right.
message has been conveyed.
Well, I mean, the only reason why I got a TG7 is number one, Bluetooth. I can transfer without hooking up any cords.
Uh-huh.
And number two is because it does 4K, but it does 4K in RAW.
Yeah.
So I
I
can use
like
Lightroom to edit with.
yeah,
Hmm.
I like shooting in raw. Speaking of raw, I sent you, Michael, some footage that I recorded in raw at HHST, and you messaged back that you got it. Did you guys ever use that in your little project?
Yeah. So the first how you sent it to me was actually a LUT.
Yeah.
So
Was it?
yeah. So whatever you sent me again then later worked.
Okay.
Or what you sent me was, I think it's DJI's file for the LUTs or something. But anyway, long story short,
Okay.
the second time you sent it to me, yeah, I actually have it up on a private link, and we got it to Ethan, and yeah, so
Okay.
there were a few people that I sent the link out to so they would see it as well, and yeah, I thought I
Hey,
shared that
thanks,
link with
Coin.
you.
I'm
I'll
glad I'm glad I'm included.
I took the video and I didn't get a link. Don't feel bad.
I hear you, man. Coin just shuns everybody, dude.
it was Linda and I being pretty crass towards Ethan because during HHST, I'd be shooting and Linda and I would be walking around and like Robert personally comes walking up. He's like, "Hey, I just got off the phone with Linda or with Ethan." He says, "Linda, I hope you do well." And Coinworker, you, buddy. And I'd be like, what? Oh, come on. So,
Oh, dude, Coin, you're the butt of everybody's joke because we all love you so much,
oh
brother.
yeah. So anyway, the near the end, then he started giving Linder crap too through other people. So people would talk to him on the phone or whatever, and then give us messages where he would talk crap to both of us. And so we eventually used Andrew's camera to send Ethan a little love letter.
Yeah, it was funny. No, you talked about getting abused, and because we love you, I always say my love language is abuse.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Dude, that's what makes the hobby so much fun. Nobody gets butt hurt.
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna.
I've just had somebody, Mikey said something on a chat during a live. He's like, "You guys, Coinworker defriended me and then went through and thumbs downed all my videos." And I think it was Bazzy was like, "Seriously?"
Yeah, Bazzy thought it was fun. Oh,
And then he
man.
was like, are you for real, Mikey?" Or something like that. And I was like, come on, man, give me some credit. But anyway, I said something about it. Yeah, that was only because he went through and liked all my videos and said and left nice comments or something. But the I joked then later, I was like, if you ever really do see Mikey and I start to beef and have like actual drama on YouTube, it's because drama increases views on YouTube.
Exactly. Hey,
What was
whatever
it?
gets the views, man.
Dale Earnhardt said one time, as long as they're booing, they're paying attention, or something like that.
Right, right. The it's negative attention is attention, right?
Yeah.
That's
Gentlemen, I'm going to have to get off of here because I didn't really even intend to do this tonight, but I'm
yeah,
glad we did.
yeah.
Heck yeah,
I
man. I'm
literally
glad the
popped on
tests
just to
work.
give Rex a hard time for struggling with the tech, and so you caught me. You made me speak and talk. So
Well, I'm glad that Rex. I'm glad you were able to get on here. What I would love to do so far, three's been the most people we've had at one time, but I'd love to get a big group of about 10 of us on here bickering back and forth sometime.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be
yeah,
great. That's
yeah. Well,
the only thing I
I
hate about YouTube is that's only a co-live.
right,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's
I'm
I would love to see us be able to do this and do it live so we can have people commenting while we do it too. But
Well, I'm
that's
going to keep working on looking into that OBS stuff. I mean, I've got it
Mhm.
set up. Oh, well, let me tell you guys this real quick too. So I've been working on OBS, that software, and
Mhm.
I've got it to where I can record with it good here in my studio and put a
Cut out.
Yeah, I lost you.
my back.
Yep, you're back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I didn't have everything set up tonight for this, but uh I do have that studio or software where I can put together almost like a documentary type presentation. And what I've been wanting to do, I've been looking back through the old Slingshot forum posts, trying to find as much old historical stuff. And as far back as it seems to go on there is around 2009, 10, 11. But I've been looking on several of the forums, but Slingshot Forum is the one I actually have a paid subscription to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some kind of little documentary or presentation together about the history of slingshots here in our country and the different cycles that they've been through. Because I feel like my uncle, he was into slingshots back in the 50s when they were, big. They first came around for hunting, and after World War II, guys were interested in them and stuff. He was in that round of it. Then my dad was around in the 80s and had the wrist rocket and kind of got me introduced to it. And I feel like we're kind of on that third or fourth generation
Wave.
of it that goes
Yeah.
around. But I want to look back through these posts and try to put some kind of little historical presentation together on it.
Dude, that'd be cool.
I think it would be cool. I want to see what you guys thought. But if you guys, if you take a notion and you happen to be on any of those forums, just peruse through some of the old stuff and see what you can find. I'd love to get some help with it.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've not joined any of the forums. I've always done the Facebook groups and that sort of thing. So, but one thing to get a larger crowd, Andrew, I think what we need to do is just start set a date well in the future, like Friday or
Sure.
Saturday of a
Yeah.
certain time, and just kind of keep pushing that out there to people and keep reminding them. And then I
Yeah.
think we'd get a lot more people in on that.
Well, I definitely want to do that, but I also like the spontaneity of these little get-togethers, you know?
Yeah, no,
Like
this
I
is
didn't
good
even
too.
plan on doing this tonight. And it was
Right,
just, hey,
right.
we're all here. Let's hit record.
That's
Well, I
great.
know one thing that I'm working on, I'm working with a couple of troop leaders,
Yeah.
trying to get the Boy Scouts involved in this. And Dan promised me 10 frames. And Trapper DS has already sent me 20 band sets.
Nice.
So I want to try to do a video of the interaction between, once we get everything set up. But I don't know how cold it's going to be, where we're going to shoot, or any of that stuff. Still got to work out all the details. And I think if we can get our foot in the door with the Boy Scouts, would be cool. The one thing I don't understand is how they don't have a slingshot patch.
Yeah. How do you not have the
Like
badges? Right.
Natty's at Hocking Hills.
Yeah.
That was
That was a
epic.
neat thing he did. I
Yeah.
like that. I didn't do it because I was busy recording, but I was like, man, that is really cool. Everybody going out
Oh,
and looking
dude, I was
around.
too busy watching, watching and laughing at Coin trying to get the damn handle cut.
Oh man, I was sawing. And in fact, I was still sawing when Andrew walked up. I think that
Yeah,
was
that
your
was the first thing
video
on
where
my
I was
video, I
just
think.
how you
Yeah.
started. Yeah.
But I think
No, that's good.
Maddie's Natty's was an epic event. And I would like to
Yeah.
see, I'll donate a frame, I don't care. If we can get them to where they'll go out, find a fork, make it, have a little small competition, even if it's just shooting a can at 10 meters. Who can hit the can the most out of 20 shots?
Mhm.
And giving them an award, I think that it would take off.
Absolutely.
Because they actually have the Boy Scouts National Convention in West Virginia.
Do Rex, I have to ask. I know when I was I was never a Boy Scout. I was a part of a church group that was like the Boy Scouts. We earned badges and stuff. But we had a rifle badge and a marksmanship badge.
Yes,
Boy
sir.
Scouts has that, right? They do
Yes, they
rifle.
have air rifle badges.
Yeah, okay. We
They
shot 22s.
because the Boy Scouts, and as far as I know, the high school ROTC, they use air rifles.
Yeah.
And I just want to try to spread the word. That's what I'm for.
Well, you
Mhm.
know, Rex, I think that's a great idea. And I think that uh
Did we lose you again? You caught it before we did.
I think my earbuds are dying. Um, I think that that would be great to do and get started with the Boy Scouts. And you would probably, you talked about equipment and stuff. I think you wouldn't have a hard time getting enough donated equipment on social media just through the Slingshot community.
Oh, dude,
But,
I've had a bunch of them ask me or get in touch with me and ask me what I needed.
you know, I think that, and I don't really want to be responsible for something like this, but what I would like to see somebody start is some kind of GoFundMe or account or something just to start funding stuff like that around the country to
Yep.
get troops and stuff organized. You know, like I said, I don't want to do it, but I think it would be good for somebody to do, and I would certainly give money to something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big problem is finding the people willing to put in the time to that, dedication of trying to, yeah, build that thing. So Rex, good on you for
Yeah,
going after
yeah,
this.
definitely.
I think, I talked with Nathan at Hocking Hills, and he tried in the past, but he's trying at a level other than getting in on the ground floor.
Mhm.
He's looking at getting into the Boy Scouts as a business. I'm looking at getting into the Boy Scouts to get them started to where it would grow. the want and the coolness of shooting a slingshot. You know, whenever people see it and they see somebody shoot good, they're think, damn, you can be accurate with that.
It's
You know,
exactly what hooked me.
I mean, that's what hooked me. It was seeing. I I think the first one I come across was Fowler, and then I found what's his name? He's over in UK. Everybody knows him.
Trapper John, or Gamekeeper John.
Gamekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever I found JB, whenever I found his channel and some of the shots he was pulling off,
Yeah.
that's what hooked me on slingshots.
Oh yeah, I mean that's my skip shot short that I have from not this year at HHST, but the year before that.
You
You can
faked
hear
it.
Jordan saying, "Oh my gosh!" But the
That was
that
fake
was
video.
completely inspired by JB's
They're
videos,
at the
man.
That was
they're at
fake.
the pond. Are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
skipped one off the pond. He's
I
saying
think
that
I
was
was
fake.
there. I think I
It
was
was
Yeah,
there.
fake.
yeah, to be honest, we had been shooting and shooting and shooting and kept missing it. And then the first time Jordan hit record for me, I hit it right away. And that's, you can hear me start to say first time. And I was going to say on video because we had been shooting for a good 10 minutes at that thing. But anyway, but he cut it off before I got on video on there. So a lot of people think that was like my first shot ever at it. But yeah, no, JB has a skip shot in his like opening like role, that he
Yep.
plays, and
Oh
that
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
that inspired that shot definitely.
I'll tell you what, one of the little pieces of JB's video that inspired me was from the video whenever he was trying to teach everybody to shoot instinctive. He's standing there, he turns around, shoots it, then he just shrugs his shoulders like it's nothing to it.
Oh yeah, the turnaround shoot, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean
that's
that
a
was
good
an
one.
inspiration for me.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
hey
guys,
Andrew, I am going to let you go, but
yeah, me too.
more Floyd. The Wish You Were Here was awesome. Thank you for playing that. That's I'd
Oh,
like to hear
I didn't know what
Fearless
you're talking
next.
about for a minute.
Can I request
Dude,
Fearless?
I gotta say something. Do you guys know Jelly Roll?
I know
I
who he
mean,
is.
do I live under a rock?
I went and watched him over this weekend. That is one man who is living a dream.
Oh yeah,
He is as true of a person that I've ever seen. If you get a
that's
chance to go
cool.
watch him in concert, do it.
I've seen him.
Cool.
I saw him on some news show. I don't remember if it was CBS Sunday Morning or something like that. They were kind of telling his story, so I'm familiar with him and his story, but I don't really know any of his music or anything.
Yeah, I
Dude,
think I caught a NPR interview or something.
he
Yeah.
appeared before Congress trying to raise issues about the fentanyl crisis that's going on. He is 100% the big man upstairs, and he's 100% of help everybody out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he used to sling. That's why do remember this. He used to sling CDs on the street, like for people and other. He was a CD sales
Oh,
guy.
dude, he's been in prison for
Yeah,
selling drugs the whole nine
yeah.
yards. He's completely turned his life around. He is truly living a dream.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, hey guys, I
I
do need to call it,
yeah.
but
Yeah, me
I
too.
shut my office door an hour or whatever ago and said, "Hey, we're going to test Zoom real quick."
yeah,
Guys,
I'm
it's
sorry to
been
make it
fun.
real.
Oh, heck yeah,
It
man.
got
It's
real
been
when
fun.
Coin showed up.
Yeah, it did. We'll definitely plan something and schedule something else like you talked about to get a bigger group. But I still intend to just whenever I got some spare time, throw those chats out there, and whoever wants
Yeah,
to
do it.
jump in can jump in, man.
Hell
Do it.
yeah.
That's great.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. I will
Take
probably
care.
get this cleaned up a little bit and thrown online in a couple hours.
All
All
right.
right, brother.
And stay on target. Rex, do your thing.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you guys
sir.
want to plug your channels real quick again?
Yeah, go ahead, Coin. You first. You pee hole.
Hey, YouTube, Coinworker, like and subscribe and hit that bell because I go live. Don't miss the lives. stay on target. Rex?
T Rex Slings. Enjoy your time, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. If you like the content, give me a like and subscribe. If not, you can go to Coin and watch his stuff.
All right, guys.
Andrew,
It's
your
been
turn,
fun,
brother.
man. I
Take
appreciate
care.
it.
Thanks, Andrew.
All right. See you guys.
See you, brother. Bye.